It was said that when the British and the French were fighting in Canada in the 1750s, Admiral Phipps, commander of the British fleet, was told to anchor outside of Quebec. He was given orders to wait for the British land forces to arrive, then support them whenever they got ready to be attacked. So he was a support relief group. Phipps' navy arrived, and as the admiral waited for the enemy to come, he became annoyed by the statues of the saints. The statues of the saints in that area adorned the towers of a nearby cathedral, and it irritated him. So he commanded his men to shoot at them with the ship's cannons. No one knows how many rounds were fired or how many statues were knocked down or knocked out, but when the land forces arrived and the signal was given for the admiral and his troops to help them, the admiral could not be any help. You know why? Because he had used up all his ammunition shooting at the saints. All I want to tell you is the enemy's going to use up all his ammunition shooting at him, shooting at us. Let them talk. Let them shout down on us. Let them doubt us until they run out of ammo. You know why? Because no matter what you try to do, I am covered. No weapon that is formed against me shall prosper. This is the heritage. These are the benefits for those. It's the same covering. Let me close it this way. Maya Angelou said it even better than this. She said, "You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room, just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I got diamonds at a meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from the past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. I keep rising. Thank you, Grandma. I got the same covering. Jesus is my cover. I've got the same covering. Let me give you this for free, and I'll close. I can close. I can keep doing this all day when I think about the covering of my life. But this one I'll leave with you. I was 8 years old, and I was on a flight to California with my grandmother. And at the end of that flight, I was on my way to California, as I mentioned, and she went to the pilot, and she just asked if the pilot could shake my hand. So I reached out and shook his hand, but he did one step further. He gave me a set of pilot wings as he shook my hand. That's my family personal shout. That one day, my grandmother led me to a man. I shook his hand, and he gave me wings. It wasn't Red Bull. It was her giving me the heritage. And I thought about that day that I got wings. I've got wings to some glad morning. When this life is over, I'll fly away. And where she is, 'tis heaven there. And there's a place for me there, because this is the heritage. And because of her, I got the same covering.